What is going on, guys? Once again, Michael or Legacy KillGD back, and today we're doing something a little bit different, maybe something that you do not expect from this channel, not usually the content that I put up, but I wanted to take a look at a mod that a lot of people are discussing, and it pretty much imagines how Fallout 76 is going to be like, but in Fallout 4. This mod's been discussed by a lot of websites, and some of you guys have been messaging me about this. It's Fallout 4-76. It's available on the Xbox modding page, and also Nexus mods, and I found it very interesting. I haven't played it yet, but I've just been reading some of the description and some of the images, which are, they're funny. Now, I don't know if you can call this realistic. It doesn't sound like it, but a lot of websites, like I said, have been discussing this. We have one from comicbook.com which says Fallout 4 becomes Fallout 76 with this mod. Then we have VGR, which says a new Fallout 4 mod presents an absurd imagining of Fallout 76. And then even PC Gamer made an article about this. This Fallout 4 mod adds griefing random nukes to mimic what life will be like in Fallout 76. Like I said, not really sure how realistic this is going to be. This will be my first time playing the game, but I do find one of the images on there. Fallout 4-76 network error. The network connection has been interrupted. Try again later. And you know what? With this being an online game, that's probably one of the most realistic things that probably will happen depending on how those servers act. Anyway, on the Xbox page, this is the description. It says, experience Fallout 76 in the Commonwealth, the place where you belong. No NPCs, elite griefers stalking you and sharing valuable get good advice, suckers randomly nuking you. Yay. So nonetheless, I'm not going to go through this whole description as it just details everything about it. Like I said, it does seem like this is a little bit absurd, but let's take a look at it. So I fast forwarded into Fallout 4 and loaded up the mod. I also have two other mods enabled, one just making the setting a little bit more green, and then I also have my NCR armor. That's it. So let's see how this works. The Fallout 76 experience has been enabled. Experience Fallout 76 in the Commonwealth, the place where you belong. Yeah, same thing that was in the description. Alright, let's see how this is. And I'm in the Sanctuary right now, just for an FYI. Yeah, it's a lot more silent. No sign of nukes or any enemies at all. It's just a lot more silent so far. Yeah, I may or may not fast forward this video up a little bit in certain parts just because of this type of dead silence. So I've been going at it for about 20 minutes, and so far this is my first encounter. I think I made it around half the map. It's been nothing. Just some of these super mutants. Oh, well, actually take that back. Look out for random new friends. I think they're... Wow, okay. And here comes a nuke, I believe. As I'm getting shot by these super mutants. Oh my. Well, actually helped me. And that would be, I guess, the elite griefers. Elite pwns, bro. And I'm still getting shot. In multiple directions. I think that's everybody from this first attack. Yeah, as I continue forward, the only time I've been nuked is probably once in the last 20 to 30 minutes, and everything else has been just other creatures like super mutants, the rad scorpions you just saw a second ago, and the feral ghouls. Something that, yeah, that probably is how Fallout 76 is going to play out like. Just a lot of exploration, and it's going to feel quiet at times. And so far I've only run into, I guess you could say, the NPC-like characters, well, the online player characters once. Alright, it looks like we have our second Xbox One night. I like the little dialogue it adds up in the corner, but I think there's an attack on the way coming. And it seems to be like every 10 to 20 minutes, something like that. Maybe a little less. Get wrecked. And here's the nuke. And yeah, it's right on my position. It's getting closer. Obviously, it's not a huge tactical nuke like it looks like it's in Fallout 76, but shoot or swallow. Oh boy. This is some of the stuff that you're gonna have conversations with some of these kids. And it doesn't look like any griefing never changes. I don't know if there's any players after me. Doesn't seem. Now the one thing with Fallout 76 is you have to accept a challenge, I think, or it sounds like you can get killed once, but after that you have to accept a challenge, so they can't keep coming after you. Like Bethesda has said, there is a system in place. And I keep seeing this dialogue, I'm thinking someone's going to come after me, but yeah, there's the lag. I don't see anybody. Except when I get close over to, over here, Liberty Prime. I'll continue onwards. Let's get out of this area. So I spawned, I don't know where, honestly, right now. I think I'm by an interstate highway. And the one thing I can say about this mod that it does tell me is, imagine a world, well, it's going to be 4 times the size, West Virginia. And what's interesting, and something that I think this mod tells me, is that it really is going to be built on those player versus player interactions, because honestly, just thinking about it, with no NPCs and not running into, I guess, people as often, it's going to feel a little weird. And just walking around right now, it feels weird. The nuke codes, obviously, I don't think that's realistic for what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting how Bethesda makes all of this work. And when I say that, I just mean to make this enjoyable, and as you guys have seen, I've so far run into, I guess, 1 pack of what's supposed to be like griefers, and that's it. Which obviously I'm thinking, if there's 32 people in the world, that's 4 times this big, would you see somebody? But obviously then you just open up your map, and I don't think if you open up the map, yeah, nobody pops up. So obviously this mod has its limitations, and I'm going to continue forward a little bit more, hopefully get a little bit more interactions, I guess. Alright, so as we continue walking forward, the messages are starting to pop up, so I'm guessing what this mod's griefers are supposed to come after me. I don't know if I'm going to move around because it doesn't see... There, yeah, there they are. Okay. Let me see. I actually haven't checked if VATS works. Okay, VATS still does work. I don't use it. And, well, that's gonna kill me. Holy crap. Alright, let me take out some of the big weapons so I don't, you know, die in front of you guys. And I actually didn't... I didn't load up any of the big weapons. Wow. Well, I got the party starter. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Holy crap. Leap Hones Ho. Holy crap. Well, that worked. I think that's all of them. So it's like a group of, I want to say 5, 6, 7 people. They come after you. And here comes the nukes again. Holy. So as we proceed, I gotta say, this is very quiet. You know, there's not much going on, and the one thing, this just seems to be somebody messing around and having a good time, making a goofy mod. I don't think this at all imitates what this game will be like. One of the big reasons why I say that is everything just loads where it usually loads, like creatures and such. And these raiders appear to... they pop up every once in a while, if I don't get myself killed. Try not to use VATS, especially since I feel like that's kind of a cheat. But... oh. Alright, one left. Alright, and that wave, or I guess those guys are out. Alright, here is probably our last interaction with the griefers. And I think I got nuked. So I decided to head to Diamond City to see how it's like. From the mod description, I believe it's mentioned that not all of the people here would be gone, and it doesn't appear so. It looks like there's a few. And I guess the feeling that this mod's trying to make is that there's going to be a few people, and these people are supposed to be like the real players, and not NPCs. And yeah, all the traders are gone, it looks like. Yeah, there's a few people, but pretty much they're all gone. I got nuclear launch codes here. Does it launch here? Oh, yeah, it launches here.
They have liberated the compound. Our job is far from over.
Jesus. Yeah, everybody turns on each other. Nice. So, I guess this hub area is supposed to act like how players would react to an attack. But then again, I think this is just how people in this world would react. There's quite a few more, so I think I'm going to head to this one. Maybe we'll head to Goodneighbor next, and then explore a little bit more and see if there's any more interaction. So far, this mod just seems like a goofy take. We're now here... We're now here in Goodneighbor, and just like Diamond City, it's pretty dead. I think there's a few NPCs walking around, and I'm not just here for that. I gotta pick up a little friend, just to make these travels a little bit more enjoyable. This is Elvis, and well, you guys are running around with your friends. Hopefully, on a modded server, me and Elvis will be taking down ghouls, super mutants, and maybe even you.
Ooh, howdy there, boy.
Yeah, so I do want to give a shout out to one of the YouTubers I was actually watching who he had Elvis, so I thought he was a good addition, and he will be a good addition. But yeah, so far it's just been a lot of mutants. That's
Really great to be with you. Thank you very much.
that's just been the encounter I've had so far. It's about it. I think I've had a couple of run-ins. I probably put some of that footage within this video. I'm gonna have to cut it down because of just how often I'm just walking around and that's it. So as Elvis and I continue our travels, I had to pick him up because it's just kind of so empty, you know? Without the trade caravans, the little NPC hubs, it just feels very weird. And that certainly will be one of the things that, during the beta, I'll be looking out to see how Bethesda answers that, and how, I guess, you find enjoyment exploring such a massive world which is only filled by other players. And 32 players in a world 4 times bigger than Fallout 4, it's hard to imagine. Now, obviously, I think Bethesda is going to incorporate a lot more creatures, and I think the quest system will certainly fit this. Playing by yourself is gonna be interesting. We've gone through all this stuff. This mod obviously doesn't emulate a lot of it because you got nukes dropping every 5 to 10 minutes. Then you got griefers, the griefers that you may interact with. I think I've been going at this for just about an hour, and a couple of times, like, there'll be some dialogue that pops up on the top of the screen, but I only ran into them a couple of times, and each battle that I had with them, it only lasted, it had like 5 or 6 people. Obviously that won't be the groups, because the groups in Fallout 76 can only be 4, at least at launch. Either way, this is certainly interesting. You know, I'd say that this is more of a nightmare scenario for what Fallout 76 would be like, and I doubt it's going to be, but this does add a little bit of a idea, I guess, of the experience that we're getting, although I'm sure that with Fallout 76 being a very different game, I don't think you can really emulate or recreate that in just Fallout 4, just because of how different it is and all the changes that Bethesda Game Studios Austin has made to the game engine. But anyway, what do you guys think? What do you think of Fallout 76? What is your opinion on the game? Again, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video, or maybe found any informative value. And if you want to check out this mod, it is available on Nexus Mods as a new kits, and it's also on Xbox right now. But again, thank you for watching, and I shall see you later.